And we are live, I suppose. Gosh, I don't even remember the last time I've done a stream. It's been too long. So I this was like very much last minute. So yesterday was the 15th anniversary of this channel. Um, I was kind of debating on whether or not to make a live stream, because it is the occasion. Um, I didn't know if I didn't know if I wanted to make a stream in the first place because it's been quite some time. It's been quite a while, and well, I have to explain my living situation first of all, which complicates things. So I mentioned it in my custom card video that I did in February. Jeez, that was 4 months ago. I was supposed to make like the next episode of that like weeks after. Oops. So I've been occupied with a lot of things. Mostly laziness, but I've been out of a job for like 5 months, and it sucks. Well, there's an advantage and disadvantage to this situation. On one hand, I have more free time. The bad news is that your mental health starts to decline because when you've been stuck in your house for quite some time, it can really get to you. So it sucks. Um, and you feel stuck, because you're like, well, nothing is really moving forward. Everything is just stuck in place, and it sucks. I'm supposed to get any news regarding my job position like later this month, because they say that if more employees are required for the summertime, I might be hired back, but there's no guarantees on that, unfortunately. So yesterday was, like I said, yesterday was the 50th anniversary, and I wanted to do a stream yesterday, even though it was like super last minute, and I was like tired and fatigued and shit. But unfortunately, um, my aunt was in the house, and she doesn't leave for work until 2 in the afternoon. And I thought it would have been, and I think it would have been rude to tell her to, not come to the basement and interrupt things, because she. I need to explain the situation with my aunt. So, in December, like a few weeks before Christmas, her apartment burned down. Well, it wasn't like a total fire, like it gutted the entire thing, but there was a fire to start in the attic of the apartment, and that resulted in water and smoke damage. Well, what the water damage was from the firefighters trying to douse down the flames. So because of that, my aunt had to move to someplace else, and she moved with us until she could find like a new place to live. But unfortunately, New Brunswick, my province, is not particularly known for affordable housing or apartments for that matter. So it's going to take some time before that can happen. What's crazy though is my aunt was not at home at the time. She had an appointment or something to do. So she was out of the house, and then everything went to shit when she was gone. So, yeah, so she's been living with us for 6 months now. Her room is down here where my brother used to be. My brother used to sleep in that room behind me until he moved out into his own house with his girlfriend 3 years ago. So yeah, it's already been 3 years since they've moved out, which is crazy. So I would have been able to stream more during all this time, but I've been lazy and other reasons. But my aunt does complicate things now, because I'm kind of in a mood to do more video content now. Like, not like a whole lot, because I don't have the same drive I used to have when it comes to video making, but I still want to throw in stuff once in a while. But when you live with three other people, it could complicate things. This also meant that I can't do like late night Discord calls anymore because my aunt sleeps like at around 9 or 10 over here in this house. So that complicates things too for Discord shenanigans for me. And it sucks because I love talking late nights with some people, and it sucks I can't do that as much anymore. So I wish I could move out, but I can't, because not only do I not have any finances, but I don't know if I'll be able to live on my own, because I've never really done something like that before. I think I would have to learn some house skills before I even think about moving out. So, especially cooking, because I'm not going to be stuck eating canned food for the rest of canned foods and stuff. That would suck if that was all I could eat. So I'd have to learn how to cook and shit some more, especially meats, because I love a good hamburger, a good hot dogs are very easy to do, but hamburgers I would have to know how the fuck to cook. Ground meat, because if I don't know how to cook ground meat, I'm gonna fucking get food poisoning out of it. So yeah, so that's what's been going on with me. So my living situation has been pretty fucking awkward. Um, Today is different. Today's different because my aunt's not here. She's at work, probably. I Either that or she's babysitting. I don't know, but she usually arrives by 3 over here, so that's 3 hours from now. And what else? My mother is at work too, and I checked her calendar. She has two clients, so she's not going to be here until late afternoon. So, and my dad's also works until late afternoon, so I have the house of my own for a couple of hours, which is nice. Everything, all the pieces have fallen into place to allow me to stream. Um, I was supposed to stream a lot earlier, but like 2 hours ago. But unfortunately, I was like, I didn't feel like getting up, and I had to eat my breakfast. I had to do some other stuff beforehand, so, which sucks. So there's not a whole lot that's been going on with my life outside of the fact that I've been purchasing a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I've been trying to get into like remote dueling, which is something Konami's been doing since the pandemic started last year. Uh, well, it's not going to be like it's not going to be like master duels as they call it now, which is just regular Yu-Gi-Oh dueling over webcams because that shit is not cheap. It's really not. I bought like an $80 deck and it's not even finished. Like I have to pay like buy like the rest of it, and that's like I don't think people understand how expensive Yu-Gi-Oh is if you want to play more competitively. That shit is easily like $100. Like it's like you could have like a $500 deck, you could have like $1,000 deck. Like the TCG side of Yu-Gi-Oh, which is like the North American and European markets and the South American markets, are fucking ridiculous because the pull rates of those packs are fucking stupid. Like it's hard to pull the cards you need out of those packs, so you have to buy them secondhand, and the secondhand market for those cards are so fucking ridiculous. Like you have cards that are like $100 a piece, which is ridiculous. But if you want to play competitively, you have to bite the bullet and pay that much, which I'm not in the mood to. So I'm just waiting for cards to be reprinted so I could afford them, because when they reprint cards, the prices go down. So yeah. And I've been trying to make like the cheapest deck that could at least be competitively viable enough, but even then that takes time because I have to wait for certain things to be reprinted so I can afford them, and that's going to take months. But I have been purchasing other Yu-Gi-Oh cards for speed dueling, which is like a separate format, but it's way more affordable. That cost me like $200 to get everything set up for that. So but I have everything now for that, so hopefully later this June, if nothing goes wrong, I'll be able to start speed dueling and start winning stuff, which is nice. Um, Another thing I've been doing in the last couple of months is buying equipment for recording and streaming more often. I'm not streaming necessarily because, again, it would have to be like in the early morning hours for me to stream in the first place, but more so recording, because, or just private Discord streams, because if I do like private Discord streams, it's not so bad because I don't care if my parents walk in on me or whatever. It's like, who cares? The public audience is not going to know that. It's just, my friends on Discord. It's like, oh, if they shout my real name or they just say something private, it's like, who cares? That's within my Discord friends. Like, they're not going to say shit. So I've acquired a capture device. I've acquired a HDMI splitter. I've acquired a RCA cable splitter for older consoles. The only things I'm missing are cables. I don't have HDMI. I don't have enough HDMI cables, or long ones for that matter, to do the setup, because I need one for the TV. I need one for the capture device because the capture device has a delay, and yeah, it's pretty fucking annoying. The other thing that's annoying is there's another cable I'm waiting for, which is for the RCA, and that's in Hong Kong, and I've ordered that like 2 months ago. So that's been taking a while. That has been taking quite a while for it to come here. So I might have to start looking for someone else who sells that exact cable so I could buy that and wait less time, because supposedly that shit doesn't ship until July, which is annoying. And I purchased that like I don't know how many months ago. Oh, Hong Kong. Well, I don't know if what's going on in Hong Kong is the reason for the delay, or was the Suez Canal shenanigans or something else. I don't know. Something delayed the shit out of it. Oh, and for the record, just to be clear, I'm not going to be streaming the actual Nintendo Direct because Kotaku has made an article about it saying that Nintendo Japan really doesn't want people live streaming the Direct. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut off the stream so I can record the Direct. And 40 minutes or so later, after once the Direct's going to be like 40 or so minutes long, so once that's over, I will start like another stream, like an after party. So everything will be fine. Nintendo will not be pissed off at me for live streaming their event. And yeah, I've already revealed my first name. I think I accidentally revealed my second name, but then again, I think people who have way too much time in their hands could figure that out anyways. So might as well talk about E3. That's enough about me. I think we should talk about E3 stuff since this is the other purpose of this stream. So, what's been going on with E3 has been it's been a huge mixed bag this year, which is not surprising. COVID fucked everything up. So I wasn't too surprised that there was not a whole lot of stuff that was revealed this year. Hell, Sony has not even revealed when they're going to be streaming, or if they're even going to be streaming this month in the first place. So, might as well go over the ones I've actually watched, because I didn't watch all the streams. So, let me think, what was the very first stream? The Ubisoft stream. The Ubisoft stream was, There was like only two things that grabbed my attention, which was the game that kind of reminded me of Downhill Domination, which is like this ancient old PlayStation 2 game. Which is a lot of fun, actually, if you've played that game before. If not, I don't know how hard it is to find nowadays, but that game is a lot of fucking fun. It's basically a downhill bicycle game. Basically, you're like cycling downhill while you have these weapons in your hand. Like, you can kick people off their bikes, you can throw bottles at people. It's fucking crazy. It's a whole lot. I remember playing that game a lot as a kid. It was so fucking fun. But it's not easy. It's obviously not easy. It is definitely challenging because you have to not only pedal downhill, which is easier said than done because of the controls, because like you have to balance your bike and shit, because if you lean too much, obviously you're going to fall off, so you got to be careful. And while at the same time you got to know how to use those weapons properly, because you have to aim pretty precise to use them, which is annoying. But Ubisoft had a game that reminded me of that. It's not just like downhill racing either. It's also like I don't know what they call it, wingsuit shenanigans and other things. It looked fun. That actually generally looked fun. There was also the Mario plus Rabbids 2 game, which is cool. It's cool they actually made a sequel of that. Unfortunately, the surprise was pretty much spoiled by the fact Nintendo themselves had leaked it. They had put it on their own website like hours before Ubisoft started their press conference. So people already knew that Mario Rabbids 2 was on the way. But the trailer was freaking sweet. I haven't actually played the original, which, to be fair, that's because I don't own a Nintendo Switch. But it's so weird. That's such a weird game. It's fucking XCOM, but with Mario and Rabbids. Like, that is so bizarre. That is a very bizarre idea for a game. I might as well read the comment that Hawk left on. I saw that comment like minutes ago, but I might as well talk about it. I'll talk about that game. Don't worry, I'll talk about Chaos later. I'll talk about it in a bit. So, Square Enix's press conference. I don't remember a whole lot about it, other than we have Guardians of the Galaxy. They spend like 20 minutes talking about Guardians of the Galaxy. I have a confession to make. I have not actually watched the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I've been meaning to watch like Marvel movies, but there's so fucking many of them, dude. Like, where the fuck do you even start? Like, okay, I know where to start. It's Iron Man, obviously, but like, still, that's a lot of fucking movies. Like, Jesus. It's a lot of goddamn movies. It's kind of insane how many goddamn Marvel movies there are now. Like, I get it. They're huge money makers, and they're trying to make a cinematic universe, but I think there's too goddamn many of them now. Like, DC tried to cash in on that, but I think we all knew what happened with that. So they spend like 20 minutes talking about this this Guardians of the Galaxy game. I mean, it looked cool. The problem is, this is just after Avengers came out, which it's already been it's been a year since that came out, right? Like, I swear it's been almost a year since that first came out, the Avengers game. The Avengers game was obviously a bomb when it first came out. It was not that well received. So a lot of people are very uneasy with a Guardians of the Galaxy game made by the same people. I mean, they could surprise us. It could be a surprise. It could actually be good. But we don't know. We really don't know. They spend like so much time on it too, which was absurd. What else? Oh yeah, speaking of, I need to go back to Ubisoft because a lot of people were disappointed that Ubisoft did not unveil a new new Rayman game. I mean, I've given that up years ago. There's no new Rayman. There's no new, like, there's nothing with Sam Fisher. There's nothing with, I think those were just like the two things that people wanted to see in that, and there was nothing, which is a shame. But who knows? Maybe Rayman is in Mario plus Rabbids 2. Who knows? That might be cool, though. That would be actually sweet. To go back on Square Enix, so they had a bunch of Final Fantasy stuff. They also had like this new Final Fantasy game, which looks like, which is like basically Dark Souls except Final Fantasy. And there's this angry guy in the trailer who's like the main protagonist. He's like, "I'm here to kill chaos." That's basically all he does. He just says, "I'm here to kill chaos" and shit. It's hilarious. It's so bad, but it's so good. Like, people were very mixed on it. People were either thinking this was amazing. People were thinking, wow, this looks terrible. There's no in-between. There's no in-between with that trailer. Might as well move on to Microsoft. I'm not going to remember fucking everything from the Microsoft press conference. But I remember the Outer Worlds 2 trailer was like the best fucking thing. Like, that's generally the funniest trailer they unveiled, and it was... I'm actually surprised I'm not surprised. I'm surprised they were making a sequel to that. Microsoft so far had the best presentation. I will admit that. Like, it was legitimately good. Like, that was legitimately good. But is it good enough to convince me to buy their console? Not really. Like, I barely play console gaming. I've been meaning to get back to console gaming, but I don't do it as much anymore. Oh yeah, there's Battlefield. That's right. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, there's Battlefield. There's Battlefield, which takes place like 21 years from now, and it looks nice. It looks really cool. But I'm like, whatever. Like, there's not a whole lot to say about Battlefield that hasn't already been said. Like, it is what it is. It's just Battlefield being Battlefield. It looks better than 5, I suppose. Let's not talk about Battlefield 5. That was a touchy subject for a while. Ooh boy. Uh, Speaking of which, you reminded me of you reminded me of something and I forgot what it was. Well, shit. Well, Forza. There was a new Forza game. It looked nice. It definitely looked nice. I'm not surprised there's a new Forza game. I mean, if Gran Turismo 7 is in development, like there might as well be a new Forza game being development too. So yeah, I guess that competition, like those competing rivals are back. I don't remember much else of the Xbox press conference. Like there was even fucking like Microsoft Flight Simulator. Like I thought it was the first time they had it on consoles, but no, they had it last year. But it's kind of interesting. I didn't watch the Gearbox press conference. I didn't watch the movie. Movie talk. Um, I didn't watch the PC gaming show either. Like I tried to like I had it like as background noise, but it was like nah, I'm gonna shut that off. Uh, Speaking of disappointments, Capcom. What the actual fuck was that? That Capcom press conference was easily the worst one because not only was it a lot of the stuff we already knew, but they didn't reveal a whole lot of new stuff either. Like they say that Village has new DLC, but that's it. It's like okay, at least we know that there's DLC for that game now, but that's about it. Like, damn, they dropped the ball this year, didn't they? I'm still hoping that Ace Attorney 7 gets unveiled during Nintendo's press conference, but I'm not holding my breath. And Sony is nowhere to be found right now. Like they haven't, like I said, they haven't even announced anything yet. Like they haven't even announced when they're gonna do their press conference. Like obviously they're not attending E3 this year. They have bluntly said so, but I don't know if they're gonna do like a state of play later this week or they're doing it in July. I have no idea. Um, I'm going to stop the stream in like 5 minutes because Nintendo does not want me to stream their presentation, so I have at least 10 minutes to prepare my OBS to record the live reaction to the Nintendo presentation. And then after the presentation is done, I'll be starting another stream to discuss what Nintendo unveiled and some other miscellaneous shit. I wanted to play like games. I want to. If I had started a stream earlier, I could have been playing some games too instead of just talking. But time constraints are a thing, and I'm really bad with scheduling. So yeah. Surprisingly, Discord has been awfully quiet since I started streaming. That is very weird. That is very, very weird. I guess everybody is watching like IGN or some other stream on Twitch or YouTube. So they're probably like too busy watching them. So might as well talk about Smash predictions because come on, Smash is going to be here. There's no fucking way in hell they're not unveiling anything for Smash in this direct. So honestly, I'm already pleased with the roster because there's like over 100 fucking characters now. But personally, I really want Crash Bandicoot in Smash. I really want to see that guy. Sora in Smash is not impossible, but incredibly tricky to get him on board. But seeing how Disney just willingly let, if fucking Jack Sparrow can be in Sea of Thieves in a fucking Rareware game, then Sora can be in fucking Smash. That kind of sealed the deal on Nintendo allowing crossovers. I think Sora has more of a chance now because of that. It's not a guarantee because you also have Square Enix to deal with, but we'll see. I would love Sora in Smash, but Crash would be nice too. Dante would be kind of neat. That's another one a lot of people wanted in Smash. There's even like someone jokingly saying Angry Birds in Smash. I don't know if that's true. That'd be fucking hilarious if Angry Birds made it in Smash. Um, what else do I want in? Well, Phoenix Wright. I mean, for fuck's sakes, I have the Gumshoe picture here. So, Phoenix Wright in Smash would be fucking fabulous. Um, hell, if Phoenix Wright is in Smash, they must make fucking uh, what's his Edgeworth as his Echo Fighter, because they're very very fucking similar. Other than one's a defense lord, the other one's a prosecutor, but they might as well have the same fucking move set. So that would be great. That would be cool. Um, there's even someone who threw on the idea of the prince from Katamari being in Smash, which yeah, I could see that working. That could work. That could be kind of interesting. I mean, I don't know if they want to go through hell like they did with Steve, but I don't know. Anything's possible at this point. Um, I don't know who else I want in Smash. Well, there's the guy from Ninja Gaiden, and a lot of people want him in Smash, which, yeah, I could see that happening. Um, there's also Pokemon. Like, we haven't had, like, a new Pokemon fighter since, Incineroar. So, I wouldn't be surprised if we end up getting, like, a Sword and Shield rep from, for Smash. I don't know which character it would be, though. A lot of people think it's, like, the grass starter, like that grass starter, like I don't know what they call them, final evolution or final stage evolution, I don't know, but basically that guy, that big gorilla. Because we've had the fire one, we've had the water one, we had Greninja, so it might as well be that guy. I don't know. I've also threw around the idea of a rival character, like something to compete with Pokemon Trader, like basically rival or champion, and he would have his set of three Pokemon as well. That would be kind of sick. That would be kind of neat. I even threw around the idea of a fucking Taboo from Super Smash Bros. Brawl being a playable character. That would be interesting too. Whoever ends up getting in Smash, and whoever ends up getting in Smash, I'll try to be okay about it. Like I remember getting real salty when it was a Fire Emblem character, like a fucking Belated, but I eventually kind of grew out of it. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll accept this. I mean, it's just this one guy, like, or girl, depending which the gender you choose for that character. Um, like, I'm gonna live with this. And of course, there's also the possibility of Fortnite being in Smash. Jonesy, I think, is the name of the main protagonist in fucking Fortnite. Like, I have to prepare for that possibility. I even threw around the silly idea of fucking what's his name, heavy weapons guy, spy, or any character from Team Fortress 2 being in Smash, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Might be fun as a costume though. I could see a costume though. Five Nights at Freddy's costume maybe. Well, I don't know if I should be talking about Five Nights at Freddy's nowadays, given everything that happened, but I guess a costume for that franchise would be possible. Hell, I mean, Undertale fighter would be nice, like fucking Frisk or Chris from Deltarune. That'd be nice. Whoever ends up being, I'm gonna have to be satisfied with it. I mean, I can't choose everything, you know. All right, I think it's about time I wrap up this stream because unfortunately I cannot I'm gonna state this as many times as I can because new people come in. I can't actually stream the actual Nintendo Direct because the Nintendo Japan bluntly stated that please do not stream our Direct, but they're saying they're okay with clips after the Direct is done. So what I'm gonna do is stop the stream, head over to my OBS, set it up to record my live reaction to Nintendo's Direct, and after the Direct is done, I'm going to resume the stream. I'm going to make another stream. However, I know that Treehouse happens after the Direct, but I'm going to have it in the background just in case. So I don't think they're going to unveil anything crazy during the Treehouse. Like, they have before, but I don't know. I don't know about this year. So, we shall see. So, the direct, the direct is going to start in about 8 minutes. So I will actually stop the stream now. I hope all of you people had a good time watching this, because it's been a while since I've actually streamed anything, and because it's kind of difficult making streams nowadays. We're going to. I will see you after the direct is done. So I'm gonna keep my expectations low, but I am still kind of excited to see what Nintendo has in store for us, and Sony, depending when Sony is going to do their state of play. Because hey Sony, you're listening? Give me a new Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal Black is going to be 20 years old this Friday. That's like one of my favorite PlayStation 2 games, Sony. I would love a new Twisted Metal game. Straight up. Please. Please, Sony. Please. Anywho, catch you all after Direct. Goodbye.